Well, hello, farming friends, and welcome back to another edition of Farming Simulator 2015 with me, your buddy, Mr. Moose. And today we are here on our farm in Coldborough Park, and on the dedicated server today, just getting some things set up on the farm, and I'm by myself today, not doing any kind of multiplayer. But I thought I'd show you guys a little bit of the grunt work. Just to get the farm running. So I've been working on getting the fields all set up, as far as getting some grass mowed. We've got some sheep, we've got some cattle in, and just working on getting things set up. You can see I've put the mix station in. Yeah, we've kind of gaudied the place up with that. It kind of sticks out like a sore thumb right there, but that's about the only place we can find to really place that and look good, because we're gonna do most of our activities here on the dairy farm, and then we will we'll head on up to the any kind of time we need for TMR and stuff. We'll take it on up to the pigs and the beef up in the at the other farm. So I've mowed some grass, I've windrowed a little bit, and I'm gonna be collecting with this guy here. Really cool forage wagon. If you haven't seen it before, it's really cool. Mingle, I guess is the name of it. But a couple of features that it has on it, if you look down on the right hand of my screen, you'll see it says Act Load 0%. Silage additive fill level it shows, and then also use of blades. So what makes this really a cool forage wagon is the blades on it actually wear out. Unlike the ones that are stock in game, as you collect straw or grass or hay, the blades on this will actually wear down, and you have to replace those. It does come with some purchasable replacement blades, as well as you'll see up on the front it also has a silage additive tank, which allows you to put something like Silage or something like that in with the grass as it's being harvested. That way the enzymes in there will break down and help increase the amount of silage you get out of it. So very cool. It's a very fun thing. Now the trick with this is you have to, the active load is how much is being going through the head on there at any given time, and you have to manage that. You can't let it go over 100%. If you do, you'll actually clog up the head, and you have to get out and unclog the head. So I'll show you a little bit about that as I'm harvesting, because I know, forage harvesting is boring, but I thought I would show you this because it is a little bit different using this particular mod. And I'm trying to still learning where all the points are to lock these gates and unlock these gates. So yeah, the herky-jerkiness in this video has nothing to do with my system. It is the server, and I don't know if this is something related to the dedicated server we're on, or if it's common in all servers, but this one is particularly annoying. It's a bit different than if you were running it, say, off of your own computer. One of the issues we've run into, and Landy has told me about, is that the dedicated server, while it's a really nice server and has lots of memory and lots of processing power and everything else of that, the software for it is only 32-bit, which means you're not actually able to utilize all of the processing power of the server. So it doesn't run as good. Unfortunately, it doesn't run as good. Farm Sim doesn't run as good on the dedicated servers it does if you actually just ran peer-to-peer. Oh, there, I went ahead and filled this thing up and screwed up because I wasn't paying attention. So yeah, you'll see right there, pickup is blocked. I got to get out of the tractor and actually clean the pickup because I let it get blocked out. And so yeah, wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing there. Alright, so let's get it started. Now, the deal is, this field I cut it twice before I windrowed it. I cut it once, then I took a break and slept through the night, came back this morning and mowed it again and windrowed it. And because the windrows are so thick right now, I'm having to really harvest at a really slow pace, because if I go any faster, I'll block the head up on this thing, as well as I'll really tear up the blades. So I have to go pretty slow. So I'm only running about 4 or 5 miles an hour when I'm harvesting these windrows, just because I want to keep that active load around 60-70%. See how it pops real dark red? That means I've exceeded pressure on it and I've caused wear on the blade. So see, I'm 60-70%, getting up into the 80s sometimes. I need to manage that a little bit better so I don't tear up the blades too much. Turn the clock down. I actually let time go too fast. So that's the trick with this guy. And what I'll do is I'll make this turn and set up again, and then I'll intentionally go a little bit too fast and let you guys see what happens with this particular forage wagon. Very cool mod though. I would highly recommend, if you guys want to add a little something to your package, you get this guy. It's been out for a while. It's just not been something I've particularly used in my gameplay, but I do like it. So I'm gonna go a little bit faster going downhill and see if I can. There we go. Clogged it up. Like you said, you have to be careful of that, or you'll damage the blades, you'll clog the head up. You got to stop. You got to get out and go over here, press a button, and if you watch the animation on this, it'll drop. I'm trying to get in the right place so you guys can actually see what. But you'll see it just cleared out the little thing there. You don't actually have to get under it or anything. It just simulates it. Alright, so pull my speed down a little bit more. It's gotten a little high on cruise control. Well, what happens is I start making turns with my joystick, and because of the way your gamepad is set up, left and right steers, but up and down changes the speed on cruise control. And so when I make turns, I tend to accidentally speed up the cruise control some, and then I end up running too fast and overloading the head. So anyways, so yeah, if you see a little herky-jerkiness in the game, it's the game. It's the game. It's the server. Not much I can do about it other than just grit my teeth and bear it, which it does get a bit annoying after a while, especially when it just starts jerk, 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 and then once an hour, every 30 minutes or so, the autosave kicks in, and everything just kind of comes to a stop for a second. But that's like every 30 minutes on it. So be aware of those things when you're watching the video. If you do see those things, you just kind of have to deal with it. And it'll be a part of the multiplayer that we do, just because it's multiplayer. And it's not really the best multiplayer. Or maybe it's a server. I'm interested for those of you who watch these videos and you've done multiplayer on a dedicated server, and that's the key here, is a dedicated server. I'm wondering if you guys have experienced the same thing that I'm talking about, because it'd be interesting to know if other folks are having the same issues on a dedicated. But I don't have too much dedicated experience, so I can't speak for it. Actually, I just have this dedicated experience. The rest of my stuff has just been peer-to-peer, so as far as multiplayer goes. I do not have silage additive in this right now. Might add it in the future. I haven't really done a comparison study yet to see what the yield is silage versus without. But yeah. So we can jump in cab here and do a little driving. Just look back. So anyways, not too much going on this. Like I said, it's just the getting started thing. Landy and I got on last night. We purchased some equipment, got some things placed. We got rid of some equipment that we didn't want to use. No offense to Bullet Bill, but some of the gear on here we just wanted to upgrade. And again, this is one of those maps where we're going to play how we want to play it. And so haven't completely got all the equipment in that we're going to use, but we have gotten enough to kind of get started. So yeah, probably later on today, as I'm recording this video, it is, I think, Thursday. Alright, so I'm full here. Gotta head on over to the farm. But probably later on today, on Thursday, we will probably get together and record an actual multiplayer video. But I had some free time and thought, well, I'll jump on here and work on getting some of the menial task of grass mowing done, and take care of that myself. And I thought, well, while I was on it, I'd knock out a video for you guys, because I don't always do too much grass stuff. I will, my ultimate goal for cutting all this grass is to do some baling, and because I don't do baling in my videos, primarily because most all of my fields are all bulk storage, and with no bulk storage on this, I will be doing baling and collecting all the bales, doing some bale stacking, all that stuff, which I enjoy doing bale stacking. I just hope it's not a nightmare on the dedicated. So as soon as I get some silage growing and get us that going, I will get to baling. I had hoped to get into the baling immediately, but I did not realize that animals had already been purchased, so I needed to get a little bit of food going. So we'll get a little bit of grass over here in the bunker, so that we can get some silage going, and then I will get an auto wrapper, and so not only will I do silage in the bunker, but I'll get a wrapper and wrap a bunch of bales and let bales ferment that way as well. But for now, I'm doing the whole silo in the bunker. Make me a little ramp here I can back up. So anyways, that's what we'll be doing today, is just collecting some grass and filling it in here and getting this going. A really cool experience happened to me yesterday. I had put the Coldborough intro up, and Bill, the Bullet Bill, the guy who actually did this map, commented back. I was shocked. Didn't realize he would see the video. Kind of felt a little bad about the fact that I was a little how can I say, critical of the forestry on here. But as I explained to him, I don't mean it in a highly critical manner. I just mean it more of constructive criticism, as hey, instead of using these paper trees, why don't we use some real trees? Even if they're the ones that are real pain in the butt to cut, like what I would consider landscape trees in this particular series. Yeah, I know I could leave the gates open, but I'm trying to be a little more realistic about it. You wouldn't want the cows wandering, because I know how my livestock are. They if I leave a gate open, they're going through it. That's just the way they are. So now I can leave the other gates in this field open and not have to worry about it because, well, they're not in the other parts of the field. Oh, where did we end up at? I think we ended up way down yonder. Way down yonder. There's the southern in me coming out. Alright, so we'll finish up this field and we'll move into the next one. The next one I won't have to go nearly as slow in because it's only a 1 cut, where this was a 2 cut. So, alright, so that's that field. Run over here and grab the gate. So I think what I'm going to do is, on this particular map, you start off with, let me make sure I get this right, 21 and 22. You actually start off with, but I'm going to go ahead and purchase 19 and 20 as well, and they're going to be basically my go-to fields for grass. I don't want to have to be running all over the map to get to grass, so we'll use these 4 fields right here for grass, and the rest of the stuff will all be ag. I'll need to close that one. I just got done saying I don't really need to close these gates because, well, the livestock's in the other field, and yet there I go to trying to close it. Alright, so let's get this guy running here, and we'll figure out what speed we can push on this. Oh yeah, we can come up a little bit more. We can probably run about 7 miles an hour with this and be pretty good. There'll be a couple of thick spots where I run over. The way I do my windrowing is I don't do my headland until the very last pass. I start off going up and down the field and just do my turns at the top because you're collecting grass, you're windrowing grass, you're raking it in. So there's no need to really do a windrow, and if you do, you mess up the windrows at the the headlands. You mess up the headlands as soon as you start doing your up and down runs on the field. So I just immediately start going up and down the fields. I make my turn at the top and the bottom, and then when it's all said and done, I do one pass around the perimeter to cut a windrow in, and that seems to work for me a lot better. And then I have some nice straight lines that I can collect, as well as a little perimeter to clean out for, because if I had all the lines going way out here, I wouldn't be able to collect them with the forage harvester. Not big an issue with the baler because it will actually it's small, it turns really good, but because I was knew I was going to be using the forage wagon, I purposely cut a headland in. And then when I collect, I do it the opposite. I collect the headland first and then go back. Oh, had a big spike right there. Lots of grass there. And I'll have that on the headland, but I won't have that on the rows. Ooh, gotta slow down a little bit. Need to slow down cutting the headland, and then once I get the headland collected, I can go on and speed up a little bit more. I won't have as much stress on the blades. You see the blades, they wear out pretty quick. I'm already 8% on them. I whacked them pretty good starting off. I forgot that I had 2 cuts on that first field. And let's see, we're in 20. I think it's 22 over there. It's got a cut on it. I haven't windrowed it yet. So anyways, some of the multiplayer will, don't know if it'll just be me and Landy or if Recon will get on and play with us tonight. He had said something last night about wanting to get some multiplayer recorded. So we'll see what happens. I'm in that dilemma again where yet another game has come out this week. So that pulls people's attention a little bit away from Farm Sim. Of course, I mean the Scandinavian edition of Euro Truck just came out yesterday. Very cool DLC if you haven't gotten it already. Just amazing what they're doing with that game, and that they keep pouring their heart into it and making it better and better and better. The only bummer about it is Pro Mods doesn't work with it. So, yeah. And I like me some Pro Mods. Alright, so clean up this little bit right here. And then we'll just run on up here. Bypass these little rows. Start cleaning up this hillside first. Oops, a little hard there. So I think 7 miles an hour are probably going to be a good speed to clean these with. Yeah, staying around 40 to 60%. Little wiggle turn. Oops. I do that periodically. I push down a little bit too hard on that joystick and it triggers the PDA. Because the PDA is the hat switch on your gamepad. If you haven't played with gamepad, just about 100% on this run. So yeah, I'm not going to make too many passes with this guy. I'm going to really just basically do enough to get some the bunker maybe 20-30% full, so that I can go ahead and compact it and get it fermenting, just so it gets us some silage going. And then I'll start baling all this stuff, and part of it will go in as grass into the well, all of this will go as grass into the mixing station. The next cut we'll teeter, wrap, and make silage that way. Alright, gotta remember that one opens into the field. Alright, so anyways, we make this little trip again. These gates are a little annoying on, yeah, I can't do it from this side. I gotta remember to come up to that pole. It does make it a little annoying, because of the herky-jerkiness of the multiplayer. So yeah, the realism factor, it might go out the window if I get really annoyed with all that. But as long as it's not too bad, I don't mind doing it. Look, the cow just walked over the front of the JCB and basically walked over me as well. Yeah. Turns are a little slow with this joystick. Yeah, sorry about the whole night aspect. I know I talk about in my videos that I don't work, you know, between the hours of 5 and between 8 o'clock at night and 5 in the morning. I had intended for this video to be early in the morning, and I had fast track time so we could start it that way, and forgot to turn the fast track off, so it is once again night, so we'll just have to deal with that for this video. Because I'm not going to go through and fast track through the evening and have it be almost pitch black again. So this video will be at 9 o'clock at night, and yeah. See what we got here. 10% so far. Alrighty. So a couple more loads, we'll get that thing up to 100 or 20%, and we can compact that and wrap it, and then we can work on filling this guy up with some grass, and then when we do the multiplayer and start harvesting some fields, we'll bring the straw over here. Probably will bale the straw too. I don't know. It's really annoying how slow this thing turns when you're in first person mode. I do have the camera mod in that speeds up the camera turning when you're in cab, but I don't really have one that works for when you're out of cab, and so the turns are always really slow. There's that little hold up I was telling you about. It just kind of glitch. Anyway, just got to be willing to deal with that. So my game plan moving forward, as far as my channel goes, is just to mix some things up with Coldborough and mix that in with the North Brabant stuff. We're plenty to do on the North Brabant farm, and probably just mix it up, you know, Coldborough map, North Brabant, Coldborough, North Brabant. We'll just go back and forth between the two of them, and that might keep everything a little bit fresher for you guys. You're not seeing the same thing day after day after day. But the North Brabant map's moving along. I know what's happening in it because I've already recorded a couple episodes, so I think you guys are going to enjoy them. I tell you what, you get a couple $100,000 ahead in that game, and you feel like you can start to feel the progress coming forth. All right, make a little turn here. So I'm going to ask this question in a couple of videos. If you see it in another video, just understand, because I know people don't watch every day. They might see this video before you see a different video. So I'm going to ask the same question a couple of times, let you guys answer it for me. As far as video posting times go, what's the optimal time for you guys for me to post the video? Do you prefer for it early in the... Well, of course, the terms I'm going to use are relevant to where you live, but early in the morning, late in the afternoon is going to be used in consideration of where I live. Now, I'm in Central Time Zone in the United States, so early in the morning is like 9 o'clock to me Eastern Standard Time, or 8 o'clock Central Standard Time here in the States. Late in the afternoon would be like 3 Eastern, or even 4 Eastern Standard Time, 2 or 3 Central Time. It doesn't really matter to me. I can schedule them to post whenever. Just trying to figure out when is the best time for you guys for me to post the videos, and if it doesn't even matter when I post the videos. Still trying to figure out what's best to help you guys not miss when the videos come out. So just let me know. Leave a comment for me. I appreciate it. And we'll go from there. So what do you think of this forage wagon? It's pretty cool. We're up to 11% usage on the blades. So eventually I'm going to have to go get a new set of blades and replace these things. They will go kind of quick. I haven't showed you guys this thing in the store, have I? Let's jump in the store real quick and I'll point it out to you. It is under mods, and it's under loading wagon. Mingle, and I can't even pronounce that. But the Garnet 540-2, it's $15,650, $40 maintenance a day. Grass, straw, chaff. Requires 90 horsepower to use it. 25,000 liters. And then that's that. In miscellaneous, you will have a couple of other items added in. You'll have your silage additive that you can purchase. You move that around with a forklift. It's $3,400, $3,490, $30 maintenance a day. And the thing is, you only have to purchase one of them. It doesn't seem like it goes full or anything. And then your replacement blades, you do have a capacity on that's 1,000 liters. I don't know what I was looking at. 1,000 liters on that, and no daily maintenance on it. So you just fill it up until it runs dry, and you get a new one. The blades, 140 blades in a pack, and that's $4,190. So you do have a little bit of, instead of having the daily maintenance, you just have to use a little bit of consumables on there. But I think that adds another aspect to the game that's pretty cool to have to deal with that. And it keeps you from running really fast through the field to do your foraging. You have to really be smart about it to reduce the amount of wear and tear on your equipment. Next time I do this, I will I'll go get the additive and the blades, and we'll do it with that as well. Because I'll do a bunker with the additive in it just to see what kind of difference it makes in making the silage. Man, that new adjustment to drive control messes me up sometimes because I forget that your camera angle now stays locked when you leave the cab. So it'll mess with your brain a little bit when you jump in and you're looking out the rearview mirror. Oh man, I'm a funny person. I keep looking at my phone to check and see how long it's been since I started recording this video. And I have to be honest with you, I never noted like when I actually started recording it. And every time I've looked at the phone, I've never actually made a mental note of what time it was when I'm looking at the phone. So a lot of good that really does, doesn't it? Not quite on the game plan this morning. It could be because I have not had coffee. This is twice I have recorded a video without coffee, and it's not a good thing. So anyways, probably wrap this video up here as soon as we finish up this trailer. I will haul it over, dump it, and then we'll call this a video. It's just an introduction to this getting ready, and hopefully we'll do some actual multiplayer in the next video. But yeah, grass actually has to be collected by somebody. It doesn't magically appear. Somebody has to do the grunt work, and it ends up being me a lot of the time. I say that, but you know, everybody does equally jump on and play a little bit of single player by themselves. I know Landy does. He'll jump on here and do individual videos sometimes, or has on other maps. But grass mowing is not anybody's favorite activity. I know on the last one I did a couple of grass mowing sessions, and Landy did a grass mowing session. And that was it. That was all we wanted to do. It was, it's not something you love to do. As far as silage goes, everybody would much rather just go get corn and cut corn into chaff. I'm starting to get these gates figured out. This one opens to the right. There we go. All right. Oh, I turned the wrong direction. All right. Here we go. So we'll run this guy up here, dump it, and we'll call this an episode. Hope you enjoyed it. I know it's forage wagon work, and it's not the most exciting thing. But yeah, it gets better. It's things we have to do to get the map going. Gotta make a note. I need to get the water tanker in here. All right. Here we go. Run that back up in here. Start the unloading process. The other thing about this thing, it's pretty slow as far as unloading goes. It's not the fastest in the world. But you know, if you want to add a little bit more realism into your game, it's maybe something you want to consider. I was thinking, I don't know what the comparable to the others is as far as price wise. The small Euroboss, 27,000. The Bergman is 59,000, and the Stedman is 88,000. This guy's 21,000. So, oops, I didn't mean to buy that. I'm gonna have to turn around and sell that. That's 27,000 for 21.3, and this guy is a little bit cheaper. It's 15,000 for a little bit more capacity. So it's a good value for you, definitely. So maybe you want to check that out. Anyways, I think it's on Mod Hosters is where I got it. Oh, you know where it's at? It's not on Mod Hosters. My bad. It's on the Mod Hub. It's at the official's website. So just go to farming-simulator.com. Go into the mod section, and it's right there. Probably on the main page, I think, of the mod section. So, anyways. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up if you liked it, and give me that click. It does help out. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I do a new video every day, and I hope you'll come back tomorrow and join me for the next one. Until then, thanks again for your support, everybody. It's awesome. You guys rock, and we'll see you tomorrow with another Farm Sim video. Until then, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hey, thanks again for watching this video, and if you made it all the way to the end, well, maybe you liked it. So give me a big old thumbs up. That like goes a long way. Also, subscribe to this channel. I will update the videos every single day, so there'll always be something new for you to see. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll come back again tomorrow. Thanks for your support.